30 days, that's all I gave myself. To ditch my old money habits and start acting like I was already a millionaire. Not because I was rich, far from it, but because I was tired of staying broke, stressed, and stuck in survival mode. So I made a decision. What if for 30 days I lived by the money habits of self-made millionaires? No lottery wins, no trust funds. Just mindset, habits, and strategy. Here's exactly what I did and what changed by the end of the month. 1. Pay yourself first, even if it's just $10. The first thing I learned? Millionaires don't wait until the end of the month to save. They pay themselves first before rent, food, or Netflix. So I started small. Every time I got paid, I moved 10% to a separate account. Even if that was only $20, it went straight into savings before I touched a dollar. Result? I actually started feeling in control. It wasn't about the amount, it was about ownership. 2. Track every dollar like it's a business. Millionaires treat their personal finances like a business. They know where every cent goes. So I made a deal with myself. Every dollar I spent had to be tracked. Not to shame myself, but to observe patterns. Turns out I was losing $100+ a month on small stuff I didn't even enjoy. Once I saw it in black and white, it was easier to cut the junk and reallocate to things that mattered, like investing and paying down debt. 3. No spend days and no emotional swipes. Impulse purchases? Millionaires avoid them like a bad investment. So I implemented 2 rules, at least 3 no spend days per week. A 24-hour rule before making any non-essential purchase. By day 15, I stopped shopping for dopamine and started spending for utility. And my bank account finally breathed a little. 4. Learn something about money daily. Millionaires never stop learning. Every day, I spent 30 minutes on financial education, a podcast while walking, 10 pages of a money mindset book, a YouTube video from someone I trust. Within 2 weeks, I was talking differently, thinking differently, asking better questions, and more importantly, acting differently. 5. Automate everything you can. This one changed everything. I automated 10% savings to a high-yield account, credit card minimums, a weekly $25 investment in an index fund. By removing emotion from the equation, I made better decisions. And for the first time, I wasn't hoping to save or invest, it just happened. Millionaires build systems, not stress. That became my motto. 6. Audit your circle. This was unexpected but powerful. Millionaires don't just protect their money, they protect their energy. So I asked myself, who do I talk to the most about money, goals, mindset? And are those conversations pushing me forward or pulling me back? I muted a few group chats, joined an online finance community, and found new conversations that inspired growth instead of spending. What actually changed after 30 days? So here's the truth. No, I didn't become a millionaire in 30 days. But I did something better. I became someone capable of becoming one. Here's what changed. I saved $480 without feeling restricted. I started investing for the first time ever. I transformed my mindset from, I can't afford this, to how can I afford it? I finished 2 money books that I now recommend to everyone. I broke the cycle of emotional spending. And I built systems that still work without daily effort. And that's the beginning of wealth. Final thoughts. You don't need to be rich to act like a millionaire. In fact, you probably won't get rich until you start thinking and acting like one. Start with what you have. Use simple, repeatable habits. And remember, it's not about grinding harder, it's about being strategic. Millionaire status starts with millionaire standards. And sometimes, all it takes is 30 days to change your financial future forever. Comment 30 days below. Let's build wealth from mindset to money together.